You might have seen some already, but here are 7 new digital marketing portfolio examples from people working in all different segments of marketing. We have communications, creative strategies, socials, video, digital content, and everything else. We will go through each 7 portfolio websites and I will highlight why they work so well. So if you need some ideas for creating your own portfolio, then keep on watching. Our first example is from Mariah, who is a brand strategist, social media manager, and content creator with a really effective and straightforward portfolio website. She starts out with a picture of herself on the left, which is amazing for building rapport, and then a short introduction on the right, so you know what she does exactly before diving into her projects, which follow up right after the introduction section. She has them in a grid with 2 next to each other in each row, and she added 8 projects total, which is a great number because it's enough to show versatility, but not too much to overwhelm you and feel like you won't have the time to look through them all. And then underneath her portfolio section, we will go more into detail in a second, she also has a logo wall that shows brands that she previously worked with brands including things like Publix, DoorDash, and Coca-Cola, which is amazing for her credibility. But let's look at one of her case studies, shall we? This case study is for a client called Voxer, where she was a senior social media manager brought in to help the company's rebranding efforts. She starts out with some basic info, including some numbers already, which is a great best practice, then goes on to details of her different roles. She was a team leader, helped in content creation, in the social media strategy, and also with the influencer management. I love how she added visual examples all throughout the case study, mixing them with the more informational sections. The best part though is how she started and also ends with really impressive performance numbers, which potential clients and hiring managers all love to see. Our second example is from a digital marketing strategist called Courtney, who starts out with a big standout tagline that emphasizes her USP or unique selling point, which is marketing rooted in empathy and adaptability, with another sentence to really drive it home. Only then does she dive into her introduction section that Mariah started with, but she has the 3 paragraphs about her expertise and experience on the left and her picture on the right. And might I add that the background of her photo matches the color palette of her portfolio website, which is an extra point in my books at least. Underneath, she has a section that shows the impact of her work in social media with numbers on things like increases in reach, audience size, and engagement. Then she finishes her page with 3 case studies, and let's look at the second one together, which is for a client called Cycling Frog, which is a drinks company. She starts the case study real strong with some performance numbers, so you know that she's good at her job before you even go into the details, which get their own section right underneath with things like the client's name, the overview of the campaign, and the problem that they had to solve. Then we get to her creative process, including the tasks that she's done, broken up into 4 different categories with more details. She of course ends with the results to the campaign, which were exceptional, as she says. And then you can see it broken down by the key metrics like follower growth, engagement rates, and so on. And of course, a little summary of the impact overall, so you can imagine what she could do for your business as well. Our third example is from Leah, who's a social and video marketing lead, which definitely shows up in her portfolio. She starts with a fun tagline saying she makes videos that people actually stop to watch, and also added some great pictures of her that perfectly match her brand personality. She then leads with numbers saying in 1 year of work with her, you could get such increases in followers, engagement, and impressions, then dives right into her project samples. But she didn't create case study pages. Instead, she uploaded loads of videos that you can play right on the page, whether they are short form or long form, depending on the platform. Towards the end of the page, she also has a mini case study, so to say, of a campaign with a short introduction, some pictures, and underneath, of course, performance numbers. Because say it with me, numbers are the most important things in marketing portfolios. That's what hiring managers and potential clients are looking for, so please, if you can, include performance numbers. And to move on, at the end, she also has a brand collaboration section with some cool logos of brands she's partnered with, like Spotify and YouTube, and a nice little call to action section with a book a call button, because she knows how to convert someone who's already interested in working with her. Our next example is from Lidia, whose portfolio website homepage is a beautiful mix of a personal brand website and kind of a sales page. She starts out with a typical combo of picture on one side, introduction on the other, but then instead of performance numbers or projects, she actually added a logo wall of clients that she previously worked with, including some big brand names like Ubisoft, Volkswagen, or Philips. And then underneath is still not her work, because she has that all on a different page. Instead, she has an "in which situations and tasks can I be helpful to you" section, where she lists out these scenarios, which is amazing, because if you're looking for a professional, you might have actually one of these issues and you will be like, oh my god, yes, that's what I need. But if that wasn't enough, then you can keep scrolling, and then there's gonna be a "what are my competencies" section, where she writes about her areas of expertise to really nail down whether she is a good fit for your project or not. And if you need more details, towards the end of the homepage, you still get the career highlights, competencies, and I'm in love with sections that shows the human behind the marketer. Okay, but what about the actual marketing portfolio and the projects? Well, you will find them over on the cases page. She details 6 different projects on this page, each of which get their own introduction and loads of visuals from the project or campaigns. For lots of them, she has the brand name on the top with a short description, maybe of words that they won, and then you will see details on the audience, problem, solution, media channel mix, results, and digital campaign results. She could have put all of them in their own dedicated case study pages, but you can also quickly scroll through them like this. It's really a personal preference. Next up, we have Carmen, who's a creative strategist and performance designer focused on paid ads, content, and production. She also starts out with a logo wall of previous clients, including brands like Gameloft and Better Sleep, then follows up with a very straightforward introduction that's only 2 sentences and the "see what I can offer" CTA. Then she has her top clients, but not just the brand name mentions, but actual case study pages on work that she's done for them. Then some numbers, but not performance numbers, more on the volume of her work and expertise. Then she also included some UGC style ads in the forms of videos that you can click on and play right on her site. Then she wraps up her portfolio page with a call to action section. In case you're interested in working with her, you can just click that button and get in touch with her today. Our next example is from James, who's a digital strategist covering lots of different areas of marketing. Right under his tagline, he actually lists out all of these different areas in a section titled Services/Skills. But if you click on any of these thumbnails, you won't get to individual case study pages. Rather, they will all take you to his Services and Skills page. But before we check that out, let's finish the rest of his homepage, where he still has an introduction section with just 3 short paragraphs on the left, with the Learn More button that takes you to his dedicated About page, and the lovely picture next to it on the right. He also finishes up the homepage with a call to action section where you can get in touch with him through the button. Now on this Services and Skills page, he lists out all these different areas with an overview on the left, always including some really great performance numbers and a visual on the right. And you will notice that at the end, he always mentions that you can request even more samples and details about his work. And last but not least, we have Kelly, a digital content strategist whose portfolio I wanted to show you because it features very few visuals, yet is still very impactful. So let's see how she did it. She added her profession as a big bold tagline with her mission statement underneath. Then she dives right into a little about section where she goes more into detail about her specific areas of expertise. Then comes my personal favorite section, Selected Impact, which is really easy to skim and highlights all the performance numbers a potential client or hiring manager would want to see. Then she has her work, 4 different thumbnails of gorgeous gradient images. It doesn't really have to show the specific project if you don't have a visually appealing picture. As long as it goes with the rest of your website, you will be fine. Let's see one of these case studies, shall we? It's for Vidal, a digital engagement system, and she was helping them design a digital engagement funnel. As you will see, there are literally no visuals on this case study page, but because of the layout, it's still not too overwhelming or hard to read, because she has the category on the left and then the information on the right, so it's really easy to skim and find the pieces of info that you would like to see. She has the overview, the challenge with some audience research insights, the strategy broken down into different parts, and the execution, including the audience acquisition, lead capture, and relationship nurture that they did. And of course, at the end, she cannot miss the results, including some really great numbers about the almost 500,000 adults that they reached, 35% increase in subscribers, and 18% increase in engagement. So you see, even if you don't have the prettiest of visuals, you could also go with the route of adding none and still keeping your portfolio visually appealing. Did you know that all of these examples were made with Copyfolio and that you could build your own portfolio in just about 30 minutes or so, even if you've never done it before? Copyfolio is a branding and portfolio builder tool that was made specifically for marketers, writers, and social media professionals. You can get started in just about 2 minutes, pick a template, and then customize the design and fill it up with your own content. I love how easy it is to showcase any type of marketing project. Like, you can create a case study page for strategy or marketing campaigns, upload or embed videos for short form and long form content, upload PDFs, even embed a live interactive Instagram feed. It's really cool. You can also, of course, tinker with all the technical details, like customize your SEO settings, grab a custom domain, connect your Google Analytics, or just use Copyfolio's built-in cookie-less site insights if that's what you prefer. Copyfolio also has a built-in branding coach called Brandi who can help establish your personal brand. In a chat, you can figure out your USP, brand personality, tone of voice, but she can even help you with things like picking out the projects that you want to showcase in your portfolio, or rewriting your headline and everything to do with your website, or even put together a social media strategy and content pillars for you. It's really cool. You can try Copyfolio for free at copyfolio.io if you're in need of a beautiful but easy to put together portfolio website. If you have any questions about marketing portfolio, showcasing your projects, or anything in between, then leave them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.